You think anyone's ever crazy glued their pee hole shut before?
Yeah, but instead of blood, it was semen. But I mean, that's good because I don't want blood out of my wiener hole.
I might get an offer for a silent hand job. I don't know.
Or you're fucking them on a beach and they get sand in there?
I try to purposely pound sand in there just to see if I can make a goddamn pearl.
You're looking at it, you're like, I don't want that to get infected, so you start rubbing sand in it like it's a wound.
I mean, she called it a clam. I'm like, well, fuck, man, maybe I can make some fucking pearls.
God damn, the three of us sound like we've never touched a woman in our entire lives. Like, never, not once, not even had the opportunity to do it. Recording in progress.
It's in progress. Yes.
Weird, since Josh is got computer issues, I'll be the dude to say it.
Yes. Absolutely. So, in other news of the world, what do you think about what's going on in Southern California right now? I'm
I
pretty
think it's
sad about
absolutely
it.
terrible for everybody who lives or goes there.
Yeah. It's pretty trippy for me to look at video of that stuff and look at places that I know I've driven by
Yeah.
and and seen, because especially there in Malibu, I stopped at several places along the way in Malibu along the Pacific Coast Highway and took photos when I went to Ventura that one year. So I'm pretty sure that most of the photos of the places that were behind me, they're all gone.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucked up how the wind and the fire just rip through things.
Well, right now there's only like one ridge and a highway between that fire and northern Hollywood.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. So really sad to hear. So my thoughts and prayers, and I'm sure yours too as well, go out to the people experiencing hardship. Talk about a weird weather that we've had this last year. I mean, we had that massive middle of the central eastern states hurricane water.
Yeah.
And we had this massive snow and fire. It's like, man, these things all need to happen in the same place, man. All of our snow on top of that fire would put it out.
Yeah. And I keep
So,
watching videos. I don't know how real it is, but they said they found the person who started the fire. Like,
well,
is
there's
that
there's more than
real?
one, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you remember there were around. I don't know if we talked about this before or not. Like in Seattle or Portland, there was some fires several years ago, and it was some dude starting it on purpose.
Wasn't
So
it a fireman
It was a
starting them too?
firefighter started it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I do remember a story about some women firefighters like doing some training and setting the whatever building on fire. Then it got out of control and they had to get help. That
Fuck.
was, yeah. So,
And then obviously all the TikTokers are coming out with every conspiracy theory known to man. And my favorite latest one is just like, well, at least this whole section of mountain that Elon Musk needed to create his link passage train from like Northern California to Southern California is all going to be available soon. And that just made me laugh. It's like, huh, interesting.
well, I was reading how they're talking about, and I can understand why, but some of those properties that are like really, really close to the ocean. I mean, they're like literally 10 feet or
Yeah.
whatever. There's not very much.
Yeah, their
They're not
deck
going
is
to, they're
above the
not,
fucking water.
yeah, they're not going to be able to rebuild. They won't be let to rebuild.
Yeah.
They're not going to be like, yeah, you can rebuild on this property. No, it's a lot of that land will never have houses on it again.
Which is kind of fucked up
So,
because that's like the primo property that these people
oh
wanted,
yeah, oh yeah.
right? They
Well,
wanted their walk
yeah,
off their deck and hit the water property.
hmm yeah.
But then again, all beach in California is public domain, is it not? The whole coastline.
That's that's what they say. I
Yeah.
think.
So you
Yeah.
can't own the beach in front of your house. If somebody's walking along the beach, you can't kick them off your property because it's not yours.
You can
Right.
try.
Yeah. Well, people
Yeah.
have built fences and stuff to block
Yeah.
access to their beach, and then people just break down the fence or the gate, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like it's not
No.
your fucking beach, but the road going to the beach, that's your road, right?
Fucking stupid.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, I know I was looking at buying a thing in the Bahamas or like the Caribbean like 15, 20 years ago, a long time ago. And you don't own the first, I think, 150 feet from the water up the shore. That is never to be owned by a human. So even if your house is at 152 feet from the shoreline, it's not your beach.
No.
Anybody can just park their boat and hang out with their family and set up a picnic table right in front of your house.
Party. I would do it on purpose. Just choose a different house every day.
If you had the luxury of living in the Caribbean and all the
Yeah.
free time to always have a barbecue every day.
A
Yes.
party
Well,
going. Just roll
Whose
up.
house are we going to crash in front of today?
Right? Oh, fuck. What a great life that would be.
Oh,
That's
so
your
nice.
biggest problem is which house do I choose today?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a rough life.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe one day. Just what do you mean walk the earth? You mean like Cain? Yes, walk the earth. Yeah, speaking of fun things, I think did I mention the magnesium on the last episode, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yes, I
talked
did.
about all the drugs that you do on a regular basis.
Yes. Well, apparently magnesium citrate is considered a laxative. So yeah, it definitely
Ooh,
does its
nice.
job. Apparently it is also one of the ingredients that's in that stuff they give you to clear you out for a colonoscopy. So
Ooh.
yeah, good stuff.
You're always prepared for a colonoscopy.
Yeah, don't try taking a few of those and then trying out Chaise lounges though. That's all I
No,
can
no.
say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
make sure that you don't leave a lot of McDonald's napkins around that can be used and somehow left on
To
a
glue
body
your
part.
pee-pee hole shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
attribute it to the thought of like when you're shaving, you cut yourself, you grab the toilet paper, you just dab the spot.
Oh yeah.
So that's essentially what it
That's
looked like
exactly
is
what happened.
yeah, but instead of blood, it was semen. But I mean that's good because I
Mm.
don't want blood out of my wiener hole or
You think
around
No.
my
anyone's
head.
ever crazy glued their pee hole shut before?
Oh,
Like
I'm sure people have actually purposely done it because they're
Ugh.
idiots. I mean,
I was like, are you talking about the three of us?
yeah, not yeah.
No, Josh, I haven't.
Oh, that's a
Well, you
shame.
know that there was that time I mistake that tiny little tube of super glue for lube and
Ah,
just
American Pie
glue
style.
American
Yeah.
Pie 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like one of my favorite scenes, only because when he calls like poison control, he's like, "Help! I sort of glued myself to myself."
Myself.
And then when they close the ambulance door, Stifler just stares right down, gives him a big thumbs up with a grin. It's fucking awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. How would you like to be really known as the guy who fucked the pie? I mean, as an actor, that was
He's
like
the pie fucker.
the pie fucker.
I'm
Yeah,
fine with it.
yeah, I'd be fine with it. Give me the money.
He's pretty much done making movies though, right?
He's doing
I
okay.
think see that. I don't know. I know that Stifler's in the new Tim Allen TV show
Hmm.
with the Cat
Oh,
Denning.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. Stifler,
Well, whoever he is.
Sean William Scott. I
That's
don't know.
the
I was
guy.
gonna say. I was like, oh, I know him by a Stifler, but I do know his name.
Yeah.
So yeah. But what were we talking about?
You
What are we talking about?
you said you brought us here because you have a question that isn't your question, but a question
It
from a
is not my
listener.
question. Yes.
And the listener would like the three of us to answer said question.
I'm
Yes,
excited.
this is Lynn in Seattle, and I don't know if Lynn is a male or a female by the question, so we
Is it
will
spelled
see.
Lynnne? Because I would guess that that's a female.
Lynn. I'm thinking
No
maybe it's a
E.
guy.
That's a
No
guy.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. So anyway, Lynn in Seattle says that winter makes me super depressed, and that the show helped by lifting their spirits. But what else can they do to improve their attitude this winter? I'm like, wow, that's a pretty good question. I
That's
don't know.
pretty
My
heavy.
yeah. Yeah, it is pretty heavy. I mean, for answers for everything. I mean, I would say jizz everywhere and wipe your dick off with McDonald's napkins at this
Absolutely.
point. You know, I mean, see if you wake up when they're stuck everywhere.
That's what you
Uh,
like.
but
But
if you want to more,
if
yeah.
you're a girl, then you don't have a wiener, so you can't stick those things to it. So maybe there's
Yeah.
a different.
It'll still stick.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, have you ever gone to go down on a woman and you dropped the panties and there's little pieces of toilet paper stuck to their pussy?
no.
Has
Is
that
that a
ever
thing?
happened to you?
Negative.
Or you're fucking
Uh,
them on a beach and they get sand in there.
Oh, I try to purposely pound sand in there just to see if I can fucking make a goddamn pearl.
You're looking at it, you're like, I don't want that to get infected, so you start rubbing sand in it like it's a wound.
I mean, she called it a clam. I'm like, well, fuck, man, maybe I can make some fucking pearls.
God damn, the three of us sound like we've never touched a woman in our entire lives. Like,
Uh,
never, not once, not even had the opportunity to do it.
I've got extensive notes. I know I've touched a woman.
I've done it at least 3 times because I
Yeah.
have 3 children.
I've been married twice. Well, yeah, yeah. He's got proof, and so does Mr. Clay. So
Lynn in Seattle.
yes. So okay, everybody give a joke answer first, then we'll give serious answers. So that was my joke answer.
Like to lift your spirits?
Yeah, to lift their spirits, something to make them, I guess, cheer them up.
I mean, I would sit at the mall and I would make fun of less fortunate people, like people in wheelchairs or,
Retarded people.
yeah, that's what I would do. Just to make myself feel better is to like put down others. And you said joke answer first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Was
Like,
that the
did I
serious
mix-
answer?
Did I mix that up? No, that was a joke answer. I wouldn't purposely want to go and make fun of anybody or have anybody make fun of me because
Of course not.
it sucks. We've all been there
Yeah.
We all hated it.
and currently hate it when it happens.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What about oh, wait, joke answers first?
That was
Yes.
a joke answer
answers
apparently.
first.
Yes, that was my joke answer.
Okay. All right. Serious answers then. Should I go first, or does one of you guys want to go first?
Yeah, man, if you got yours, do it.
All right. Serious answers is that I would say if it's what I do in the wintertime, which is try to increase going to the gym and using the sauna, or if you have the money or can afford it, I would invest in either having your own home sauna or like that red light therapy I heard works really well. To cure what they call the seasonal. What is it called? It's called SADS, but it's like,
Seasonal depression.
yeah, it's like seasonal depression. I mean, first of all, you live in Seattle, so I understand
The Emerald
depression.
City.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
did
in
spawn.
wintertime
It
it's
did.
gonna be cold and
It's the
wet.
same
and-
weather as where I am.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dreary.
I mean, it did spawn grunge, so I know how depressing that Seattle can be. So yeah, I would suggest doing something to involve your physical body and to give it some pleasure. And that could also be construed with my joke answer of jizzing everywhere and wiping with the McDonald's napkin. But if
Or
you don't
Burger
have a
King or
partner,
Dairy Queen, whatever you
Yeah.
happen to have around.
Whatever fast food
Exactly.
you like.
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, Yeah, so speaking of which, that just made me think of a Grimace fleshlight for some reason, and I never want to see that. Sorry. Just do something like that. Go to a gym, use a sauna, do some hot tubbing, do whatever you can that involves just feel good stuff. That's my answer for trying to not be depressed in winter, and I'm trying to follow my own advice.
Very good.
Yeah.
I don't
Wow.
How about
really feel sad about things. So when I do get to that point, I try and turn it around by make myself feel really good. And what I do to make that happen is I watch my favorite TV shows, the ones that make me laugh a lot, like no matter what. Like I could watch The In-Betweeners again and again and again and again. When I watch that, it just makes me feel like a fucking teenager being a fucking idiot doing stupid shit that's always fun. Right? And there's no real consequences. You're 15, 16 years old, so like what are you worried about? Like can't really go to jail, right? You might fail a test, but watching shows like that make me feel good when they do something stupid and funny because it's got no consequence. And then after that, I watch something like Ted Lasso, which like gives you a whole bunch of different feelings to feel, but then you realize that other people also have feelings. So if you're not feeling so hot, there's so many other people out there that aren't feeling so hot. So you might be able to reach out and talk to these people and come up with a way for you guys to get through the winter blues, I guess is what it would be. And in the meantime, plan for the spring, plan a vacation. I read that if you have a vacation planned, you are a happier person looking forward to that plan unfolding. So if you've got something in the future that you really want to do, plan it out, and that keeps your mind thinking, hey, I can't wait for this moment. It's going to be pretty fucking great in April when I do this, or when I see that person, like a friend you haven't seen for a while, you plan to hang out with them. That's what I would do to make myself feel better.
Yeah, and speaking of Ted Lasso, I'm rather sad because I had Ted Lasso season one on request at the library for quite some time because it's popular,
Yeah.
and it finally came in, and I only had until Friday to pick it up. But due to my car troubles, I was not able to pick it up, and now it has gone back into circulation. So now I am number 87 on the list again.
No.
Yes, yes.
It might be cheaper just to pay the $12 for Apple for a month and have a month to watch 3 seasons worth.
Yeah, maybe. I've thought about that. I was looking at doing the sign up for um this could also be advice for Lynn. If you don't have these channels, sign up for a couple of months just to get your yayas out watching a bunch of TV. The Disney Plus, was it Hulu
Yeah.
or is it
Yeah.
Paramount or
They
whatever?
own Hulu.
And then like Max, I guess. And I was trying to make a list of all the shows I like to watch, and I realized, yeah, I don't have enough physical time in my life to like
Yeah.
watch a tiny percentage of these. So yeah. Anyway, Apple TV's got some pretty cool stuff though. Like I said, that show, the what I talked about like last week or the week before about Severance
Yep.
is a TV show. Yeah. Have you watched that?
I haven't watched it. I watched the first 5 minutes and then I had something else to do and I never ever got back to it.
Hmm. It's supposed to be kind of a psychological thriller type of show, so could be interesting.
Yeah. Apple's got top tier shit. Like Apple's quality is fucking awesome.
Well, they have money falling out of their asshole, so they should be able to afford top quality shit.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they're apparently making better directorial or giving directorial control without dabbling in to some of the shit like certain other networks Disney, that I won't mention.
Yeah.
So,
I highly recommend just for the month. It's like $12, man, and it's not that hard to get through 18 episodes, whatever, 30 episodes of Ted Lasso.
I might be able to watch it at work.
True.
It, yeah. That sounds like a win-win.
Well, if I don't get fired, yeah, I will be.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about you,
All
Josh?
right, all right. Emma, Josh, you got something serious for Lynn?
Yes. So Lynn from Seattle. I suffer from seasonal depression. Sometimes, I start work, it's dark. By the time I get off work, it's getting dark again. I'm not seeing the light of day. What I recommend, much like Clay, watch some of the stuff, do some of the things you like that give you comfort. That's what I do. I like to smoke a lot of weed. I like to play disc golf. Of course, when it gets dark so early, it's hard to get out there all the time, but that's my recommendation. If you have a disc golf course nearby, go give it a try. Maybe start with one disc, see if you like it. Maybe there's a dispensary nearby. You can kill birds with stones. And hopefully that does something for you, Lynn.
I just thought of a great business idea there, Josh, is that maybe like you ever do cosmic bowling? Like they'd set up the bowling alley late at night and they'd have the funky lights. You ever done that stuff?
Yeah, I've done that.
What if you took the outdoor poles and stuff and made it into outdoor night disco?
Like glow in the dark style?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do it.
polo golf.
It's called
Yeah.
Glow. And we someone goes through the course and hangs little lights on all the baskets. And then they make discs that are actually out of glow in the dark material. So you just charge them up with a black light and you play in the dark. It's not as fun, but it is fun.
Oh, there you go.
Genius.
Genius.
Yes. All right. Well, I figured somebody already think of that idea. I mean, it beats the scrotal soaker. So, anyway, Lynn, I hope these answers help you with your problems and that you stay cheered up and happy even though you live in Seattle. So, we appreciate the question and always welcome readers' questions to come our way.
Absolutely. Right on.
Well, does that sound good?
I
You
mean,
got anything, Mr. Clay?
unless you want an Urban Dictionary.
Let's
Well,
do
you
it.
never, yeah.
Well, this one's called geyser.
Uh-oh. The geyser. The geyser is what was happening
I
to me after my IKEA food poisoning.
Well, that's a different type of geyser. That's coming out the back door.
Correct.
I was thinking of the geyser from the time that I made that girl squirt like 10 or 11 times and the whole bed was soaked and I used like 3 or 4 towels and we still couldn't get it all. It was crazy.
Used a bunch of McDonald's napkins and all just stuck to the bedding.
I did, yeah.
Josh was actually in the general area of geyser because it's about a butthole, strangely enough.
Weird.
But
Wow.
so geyser is the skin around your butthole. The geyser is to the butthole what the areola is to the nipple.
Hmm.
The geyser is kind of like that kind of
The chocolate
crinkly
ring.
skin.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
that's
geyser's
the
your
guy.
hoop.
That's the geyser. And in a sentence, I haven't showered in a week because my geyser is itchy.
Well, showering will help it not itch. You fucking moron.
They're just creating their own problems.
It's a self-perpetuating fucking
What if they don't wipe their ass very well?
Wow.
that'll lend itself to some itchiness for sure.
Why is that? What's the
Well,
scientific
because
reason?
bacteria collects there and it creates a problem.
Oh, Josh is a doctor now.
I have a UBC sweatshirt.
Does it say I'm a doctor from UBC?
No, it says UBC Medical, and I wear it, and people are like, "Oh, did you go to medical school?" I'm like, "Yep."
I mean, you're not impersonating a doctor, right? They asked you if
They
you went to
asked me,
school
and I
there.
lied. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
And if they need any
Wow.
medical advice, I give it to them.
Oh, wow. Josh is
I'm
helping
getting
everybody out.
I'm getting a t-shirt that says, "Hi, I'm a doctor and I'm here to help." Except I could probably get sued for that because I'm really not a doctor, so that's probably
Correct.
not a good
I
idea.
mean, but you are there
Uh,
to help.
Yeah, mine's vague. It just says UBC Medical.
Hi, I'm a sex therapist and I'm here to ask questions. Can I
You leave it
watch?
blank. Hi, and I'm here to help. And you
Yeah,
just let them fill it in.
Blank.
that's right.
Oh,
And
you're a
see if it
dog walker?
works.
I need one of those. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna start a new job category, see if anybody hires me. I'm gonna be called a sex rater. And what I do is I watch people have sex and then I just hold up a sign with my rating.
So you're gonna be like
I'm
the
a
person,
a paid voyeur.
except sometimes when you're in a Mormon person's bedroom, you're gonna be the shaker, and then you hold up
Yeah,
the
the
sign.
jumper, the bed jumper.
I'm gonna invent a machine for them so they don't have to have a shaker. It's just gonna be like four things you can put like on the post of a bed that just juggles up and down.
You
It's
can
like
be the
it's like a
geyser massager.
I'm
Didn't
not
they used to have
massaging any
vibrating beds
geysers.
back in the 70s and 60s?
Yeah, you put like
Probably.
two quarters in there and it
Man,
starts shaking.
Why would you
and
want that? Why is that a
I
thing?
I don't
I
know.
I
There
I
wasn't
wondered
much to do back then.
I wondered why all the beds in that hotel I stayed at in Salt Lake City all had a quarter slot nearby. Now I know it's for those who want to soak and they can just put a quarter in there and
Yeah,
giggity.
Yeah, it's so weird. I can't imagine why you'd want. I guess there's vibrating your massage chair, right? It's probably massaging,
not really though. It's just shaking.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting a massage chair though.
but not like an old massage bed, like a vibrating bed.
I don't know. They don't seem like they're very. I don't know. I always saw those things like in shows and they look like I don't know. I don't know what I'd get out of that
Yeah,
exactly.
me
You
neither.
know?
I mean, you wouldn't want that while you're like smashing someone, would you?
I wouldn't. I
I
want
Hey,
somebody.
you ever had a water bed?
I want
I've
somebody
I've
behind me
never
that's
had
like
sex on a
pushing me
waterbed.
deeper in.
I used to have a water bed. I've had sex on one.
And
The old
No,
school ones were the waves.
kind of
The
annoying.
waves. I was
You're
gonna
you
say that.
the way you're both moving, it sort of works against it, and then
yeah,
like the momentum of the bed will shift, and then you're like, oh fuck, we lost the rhythm, and it's just not fun.
Then a wave hits you and knocks you off of her, and you're like, oh.
But a funny thing happened with the water bed is I think I was like this, I was still pretty young. I was like 14 and the element died and I just kept sleeping on it and just shivering in the night and I got
Oh God, that had to be.
hypothermia.
I had to sleep on a bed once where the thing wasn't working very well. It was the only extra bed they had in the house. They're like,
Yeah,
yeah, but the heater don't work. That was fucking colder than balls.
it's weird. I never would have thought you'd need to heat that up. It's not a thing in my head where, but
Oh,
yeah,
the water?
water.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it
gotta heat
makes
the
sense though,
water.
right? But
yeah, it gets
Yeah.
cold, man.
it
We're
never
Well,
in
occurred
otherwise,
to
Portland.
me
yeah,
until this moment right now when you mentioned it's like, oh yeah, fuck, that makes sense.
yeah,
Stupid water beds. They're
yeah.
so
Those
heavy and dangerous.
old school water beds though were hilarious. Yeah, so you run the hose up to the second floor and turn
Yeah,
it on.
and
It's
wait
so
Okay,
2 hours.
it's so weird
okay.
to think about, isn't? Like just nowadays you never have somebody creating a waterbed. They're like, well, that
It
doesn't make any sense.
Old,
No, don't do
it
that.
only
old tech,
weighs 2,000 pounds. It's fine.
old technology is so hilarious when you think about it. Like, here's this thing, you put it on your computer, it calls on the phone, like sound like
Yeah.
and it goes slow as shit. And you know somewhere in this house, in a box somewhere, is my modem from 1991.
Well, I wouldn't say
I guarantee it.
a modem. I'm pretty sure you have a bunch of them.
Nope, nope, I only had one. I only had
Oh,
one.
I threw all that shit out probably about last year. I went through my wire box, my box of wires and connectors. I was like, I don't need serial port to USB. I don't need this is gone. I don't need these like cables for cable TV. I don't need these anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can tell you this: if you go to the thrift store to the electronics section, there are more fucking cables than you could probably string them around the fucking world. Of so many fucking just like loose cables and miscellaneous shit, and they're so proud of these cables. Like, oh, this cable, $5.99. I'm like, fuck, suck a dick. It's like, man, I'll give you 50 cents. You know, I mean,
Yeah, undercut those fuckers at the thrift store. Fuck them.
fuck them.
They think they know
Yeah,
everything. Fuck them. Charlie Ray knows. He's got
and
more
fuck
stuff than
them.
a thrift store. He knows.
Fuck them in a geyser. You know what's funny is though is probably that modem in my stack of bulletin board magazine from 1992. I could probably get something for it for a vintage fucking like look at this old shit.
Open a
Yeah.
thrift store.
I might get $10 and a bag of cheese for it,
An
or some
online thrift
shit.
store.
There you go.
I might get an offer for a silent hand job. I don't know.
Yeah, can't you
Lucky.
just go to like Facebook Marketplace and create like an online thrift store?
You could. You'd have
Yeah.
to do it though.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything to put in there that would be
I have more shit
thrifty
than I
enough.
can think of.
And that's why your
Yes.
geyser is well used.
My geyser is very full. Thank you very much.
Thank you, magnesium, or is it zinc?
Yeah.
Which one do you
I
pot it
don't
at?
know. I am not taking these magnesium citrate. I took 2 gummies last night, and today I've had a couple of fucking fountains. Let's just put
You're
it
gonna
that
have a
way.
geyser soon.
Yeah, geysers. That's what I had, a geyser. Yeah, it was impressive. I will put it that way. So
So, title episode,
The geyser?
just
the
the
geyser,
geyser.
the
Tickle
geyser,
my geyser.
tickle my geyser.
Pickle my geyser. That's awesome. That's a good
Done.
one. All right. All
I
right,
appreciate
fellas.
both of you guys
No, I
for
was
taking the time
serious. I
out.
want you to tickle my geyser.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, good.
I just booked my flight.
Excellent.
I'm gonna be there at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm not gonna shower for a week, so it gets nice and itchy first.
Perfect. But the
Yummy.
thing is, I bought a return flight that leaves 20 minutes later, so I can only do this from the airport.
Here,
Okay, I'll
I'll
meet
put
you
I'll,
there.
I'll put this on my wrist while I do it.
Oh,
Ooh,
that'll tickle a
yeah.
geyser.
That'll tickle my
Uh,
geyser.
Actually, it's got a thing. It's a
Cock
tickler.
ring?
It's a tickler cock ring. No, it's not. I just made that up.
Hey, you
It's
guys are
it's actually it's actually for doing massage. When you're doing massage, if you put these on, so I mean not when you're doing the oil part, but beforehand for sensation
I
work.
thought it was a G.I. Joe hula skirt or something.
it looked like a
Mm.
troll doll that you rip the head off, and it's just the hair that's left.
You scalped a treasure troll?
That's what I did. And this is for when they really want to get nasty.
Oh shit. A cat
Oh,
o' nine tails?
Yeah, but it's not used. I mean, you could spank somebody with this, but it's more for like just like running over the body type of stuff.
Hmm.
So
can you
Charlie
run that
Ray's
over my
got
geyser?
toys. I'm gonna tickle your taint.
The taint tickling geyser. All right.
Taint. All right, man. I'll say peace out and
Yeah, yeah. I,
and
I
have
appreciate you guys doing this. This is actually like one of the highlights of my week is just bullshit like this for a couple hours.
It's
yeah, and then
definitely
I
fun.
It's
me
weird.
too.
People talk about their hobbies, and I was like, I sort of have one hobby, and it only costs like $400 a year divided by like 3 people. That's really not a lot.
Yeah, speaking of which, I need to talk to you about that. So because I owe you
Uh-oh.
money still.
It's in the
So
past, like
It's water
Rafiki
all
under
right.
the
fans.
bridge.
Yeah,
I'll,
man.
I'll
Water
make
under the geyser.
I'll make it up for you next time I see you.
Silent hand job guys, inbox right here. Send them my
Yeah,
way.
that's the deal.
You won't even have to ask me to do the Dutch rudder. I'll just be like, my hands will just be outstretched when I see you,
Just
and
make
I'll
sure
say
you
the
stop.
only, just buy me some hockey puck gizzards.
No problem, as long as you stop by McDonald's first to grab some napkins. I'm gonna need that shit.
Well,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
you will. Well, will KFC napkins do? I mean, I can
Oh,
pick them up at the same place as the hockey pucks.
yes, they will.
With some grease on them. Oh yeah.
Oh
Mm,
no, that's not gonna work then. We need really dry napkins.
Oh damn. I only got
yeah.
greasy ones.
All
Oh
right,
Lord.
taint ticklers. We'll see you next
You
week.
you guys are
See you
fountainers.
next week.
Peace.
Peace out.
How often do you go buy light bulbs? I mean, you have
More
to,
than
right?
you'd think.
I do mine less than I think because I'll buy like a big pack.
Yeah, I haven't bought any in years.
Oh,
What I
years?
do
Okay.
is I get different shaped light bulbs and I see which ones fit in my anus.
Yeah.
And there's like an added element danger because there's a chance it might snap off in there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I thought you guys there's a chance that like a clerk might walk around the corner when you're at the store checking them out.
Well, that's a danger too. And I like to try them before I buy them.
Absolutely.
So a little bit of danger in aisle three.
For the
Wow.
price you pay, do you guys remember when like a four pack of like regular light bulbs were like 98 cents at Walmart?
Totally.
Yeah.
And now they're like
Yeah.
16.99 for four?
Yeah,
And you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening? And you can't get 100 watts anymore. It's only like 40s and 60s.
I noticed
Yeah.
that too.
Like 100
Yeah.
watt light bulbs just don't fucking exist. Like I like walking around my house and not being able to see shit when all my lights are on.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
I'm living with.
Like
I,
why
I
the,
have to turn I have to turn two lights on to have light in this room. It's
why is
ridiculous.
that? Why the fuck are there no 100 watt light bulbs anymore?
Thank the fucking environmentalist.
And
Yeah,
then
they take up too much energy.
yeah, but then all
Yeah.
the light fixtures when you open them up, it says, "Oh, must not exceed 60 watts." So they're even like lowering
Yeah.
the allowance in your house to plug them in.
Yeah, it's like fire risk if you go above that.
Just makes you want to hurt people.
Fuck light bulbs, man. I hate when they
Well,
shatter in my ass.
I
well,
feel
the
that
light
way
bulbs are
every
already fucking you, Josh.
I feel that
Exactly.
way every day.
Do you ever shove it in your ass and then like scuff your feet on a wool carpet and try and like uh, touch
Oh, it
something?
lights up every time. All I have
Okay,
to do is touch it.
nice. Are you usually wet and moist in the butthole? Like, is there a cause for sparks, or are you pretty dry up there?
It's pretty dry generally.
Hmm, that's hot.
Yeah. I try to get one of those drop cord lights with the long extension cord and I shove the light up in there and then I turn it on.
A trouble light
Yeah.
with the cage wrapped around it.
Yeah, that makes it really rough.
I'm in trouble here, boys.
I do
I,
that
I
with
tell you,
bug
I tell you
zapper.
what, I need a trouble light up underneath the hood of my truck right now because I don't know if it's going to start tomorrow. It's going to be negative, like fucking,
A lot.
uh, yeah,
You're
it's
gonna
cold.
tell me in Fahrenheit anyway, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, actually, once it hits for you, it'd be like okay, so 32 for me would be freezing, which is zero for you, right?
Yeah,
Right. So, but after it goes below negative, then it's kind of the same. So it's like -2.
it evens out at some
Wait,
point, huh?
negative 2 Fahrenheit?
Yeah, or something like that.
-2
Actually,
Fahrenheit is
it's like
-19
negative.
Celsius.
Yeah, it's probably
Okay,
that
well,
cold.
yeah.
Are you telling me it's going to get to negatives where you are right now?
Hold on. Let me tell you what my temperature says it is right
He's
now.
getting out the calculator,
Yeah, it
the
is
conversion
15.
chart.
It is 15 degrees. So that
So
is
-9.
yeah,
negative
negative
nine.
Well,
nine.
I
That
had
is cold.
-46 2 days ago, so you know what? Eat a juicy cock.
It was a negative what?
-46 with the wind chill,
Uh,
which is
did
-50.1 for you.
did you wear your banana hammock out and go for a stroll around the neighborhood?
I ejaculated, then I went outside and I touched my freshly
I,
cum
I
covered
was gonna
cock
say,
tip to a
I
piece
was,
of metal, and I
And
was
you
like
had
the
a
kid
nice
from A
little
Christmas Story.
I was
Christmas
gonna
story
say,
moment.
Yeah,
didn't it just like freeze in the air like it's like a jizz bucket,
well,
like a
I
jizz hood ornament?
I didn't just outside. That's crazy talk. I did it inside and then I walked outside.
Now,
I
Clay,
would
this
be,
coffee's
I would.
really hot, so I'm just gonna pour a little bit on your. Oh shit!
I would be impressed if you managed to jerk off outside in that temperature and actually get it to work because that would be fucking impressive.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I was working on
No.
my air like
Yeah.
on my car tire today, right? And I was
Yeah.
wearing shorts. I wear shorts at work, and everybody's like, "Are you gonna put pants on?" I'm like, "No, I'm fine." Like I have two shirts on, a hoodie and a jacket. I've got a toque, I got gloves, but I'm already wearing shorts. And I'm not gonna take off my shorts to put on pants. And I went outside to fuck with my tire, and it was totally fine. The worst part was when I had to kneel on the ice on the ground,
Oh, fuck.
and then I stood up and
Yeah.
I went inside. I was like, "Holy fuck, that's cold," because it's like minus 23, I think, with wind chill today.
I'm like you, my legs don't really get cold. It's my upper body
Yeah,
mostly.
like hands, fingers, nose, and shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it's 4 degrees in the positive where I'm at, and it's
Oh.
like sunny all day. Well, not all day. It was
Well,
rainy and then sunny, but it's supposed to
Well,
rain
we
for
have
like the next
sun. Like
month.
we have blue skies bright almost every fucking day here.